reeds are different from American reeds, so I don't know if this is going to work. But it feels like the reed's a little too hard to me, too resistant. So I would pinch it at the top to make the opening smaller. Can you do that? Will that hurt the reed? So I would do like this. Just pinch it at the very top and just hold it for a little bit. Okay, now we'll just play a B flat. Play the first note. B, there's one note. Feel better? Already better. Okay, good. First thing is, so this piece, so I told you when I play English horn, I use different vocals for different things. I also use different reeds for different things.
Así como dijo que para el cómic usaba distintos vocales, para el oboe usa distintas cañas.
Yeah, you know the Brahms high creations? Dee, ba, 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 ba. Worst second oboe solo ever. And you have to play on a very light reed.
Tiene que tocar con una caña muy liviana.
Same thing with this piece. I think this is more difficult to get through than Strauss. And the problem is there's no good place to breathe. So all the breath is in only. And then you become like a balloon. Right? Okay, so this is why it's really important when here. Exhale, inhale. Okay, can we try just from here to there? No piano at the moment. So she's going to take a little bit of time there. Can we go with piano from here? So here. Dee da dee da da dee. Ya dee da. See the double bar? Yeah. Okay. From the beginning. The strategy always has to be, how do you get from the beginning to the end?
La estrategia tiene que ser desde el principio hasta el final.
The definition of a successful performance
La definición de un exitoso instrumentista.
Start at the beginning,
Empezar en el comienzo.
end at the end.
Final, esa la sabemos.
Everything else is just a matter of opinion.
Lo que pasa en el medio, ya la conocemos, ¿verdad? Here it's the same.
Yeah, and so when we think about this, just like when we were getting Martine to look at the entire phrase and the individual things, here, this is a different strategy. We have to always think about, how do I breathe? How do I breathe because I can't die?
Bueno, son dos estrategias distintas, la que utilizó Martín en Strauss, que es pensar la frase grande con las frases chicas, y acá lo importante es pensar en cómo respiro para no morir.
So the goal is to live to play the oboe another day.
Bueno, la meta es vivir tocando hoy un nuevo día.
Can we do you see where the double bar is? Can we start there? So it's about 8 bars in.
Sorry?
Yeah, right on it.
Right on the lower part?
Yeah, right on the double bar. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Good. Now look at your beat. I'm sure this is so different from mine. I wouldn't know what to do.
Es tan distinta a la de él que no sabe qué hacer.
It just feels very heavy to me.
Se siente, para él es muy dura.
So have you seen an American Me before?
I see, but
Yeah.
yeah,
See the difference? Really different. Go. Let's try something. Can you try that? Okay, what happened to her pitch as soon as I started playing with her? It went down, didn't it? Okay, so are you nervous? A little bit? When we get nervous, what do? We get tense. And we get tense, when we get tense, what happens to the pitch? It was us, right? Okay. Can you play from the double bar? I'm gonna play with you, okay? Ready? Not loud, okay? Good. Now, did you see how you got in tune here, but a little sharp here? At the beginning, it was too high, okay? So now, as a university teacher,
Profesor universitario,
what I tell my students is the most important subject they will ever study
él, le dice a sus estudiantes que lo más importante para nunca estudiar
is themselves.
es ellos mismos.
So, she knows she's likely to play sharp in that spot.
Ella sabe que va a tocar
What should you do?
¿Qué deberías hacer, Tati?
If I know, I do it, but I know I don't.
Relax, and play a little softer.
Relajarse y
Okay?
tocar más.
Try to relax and play a little softer. Okay? Can we start here? Okay, so our goal is to not be sharp. So it would be better to be flat. Okay?
La meta es no estar alto, sino bajo.
We can fix that later. Try to relax. Okay? Ready? Good. Much better. Can we go from the beginning? Okay, I'm gonna play with you. And I may play an octave under you so you can hear the pitch. Okay? From the beginning.
I don't.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Que lo sacaba del principio y capítulo como estaba abajo, arriba, para
Ah, okay.
Posible. I'm likely to make a mistake. Okay. That was so much better. It was so much better. Now, could you hear in the beginning, she started very sharp, and then it got way better, didn't it? Okay, so this is something I talk about a lot. For the audience, the performance begins the first time they hear music. But for the artist, it starts several beats earlier. Right? So, I'll give you an example. So if I just start playing, or hear the difference? So I want to think about this. Okay, so we're going to do this without piano. So we're going to play dee da dee da 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 dee da da da, just that much, okay? Relax, relax. Okay, ready? Whoa! Do you hear the difference? Do it one more time. Lower still. Ready? With piano and without me messing you up. Yeah, it just got sharper. It just got sharper. Pretend. Okay, I'm gonna fake it so you'll think I'm playing. Ready? You ready? So I'm going to play a C sharp, and I'm just going to hold it. And I want you to start from the beginning, and I want you to hear the C sharp. Here's the first note. Okay, so I'm going to just hold it, and when you're ready to play, play, but match my C sharp, okay? Okay, one more time. Let's do it again, let's do it again. One more time. Well, why didn't you do that 10 minutes ago? That was great. Okay, one more time. But okay. So here's the thing. In the performance, remember the performance for the performer starts before it does for the audience. She has to hear where is that C sharp. And then as soon as she could hear the C sharp, she placed it. So it has to be in your head, okay?
Tiene que estar en la cabeza antes de empezar, ¿sí? Para el interpreta.
And then as oboe players, we have to remember what did it feel like when we planted that C sharp? What was the embouchure doing? What was the air doing?
Tenemos que recordar cómo se siente, ¿no? La memoria muscular antes de empezar.
Okay, try it again. Very good, very good. Okay, right. So I'm going to put my arm here. Now I want you to push back. That's it. This is the air. Keep doing it. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Don't give up. Dee da, dee da, dee da, dee da, da, da. Okay, so when the fingers are doing what they're doing, the air is still doing this. Okay? Guess what you get to do? If the pitch changes,
Si la altura cambia,
that should tell you something about the embouchure and about the air. Here it is.
está diciendo algo sobre la envergadura y sobre el apoyo.
Pitch has to stay the same. Good. With the elbow now. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. So, always, one of the things that we have to do is we have to think about how we get the reed for the instrument that we have. And so, I hear all kinds of
Siempre tenemos que pensar en qué caña según el instrumento que tenemos.
I heard all kinds of beautiful stuff. I think for your oboe, you might need a lighter reed.
Tu oboe necesita una caña más liviana.
When we were talking about instruments at the beginning, right before I started playing, we talked about Marigot, Howard, Yamaha, Lorraine, Buffet, etc. I can't play on any of those other instruments, only Lorraine.
No puedo tocar en ninguna de esos instrumentos.
And it's because the instrument vibrates differently,
Porque los instrumentos vibran diferente.
and I would have to completely change the way I make my
Y
reeds.
él tiene la caña preparada para este instrumento.
So I make my reeds specifically for the Lorraine instrument.
Hace las cañas específicamente para el loré.
So,
¿Qué instrumento?
Loré.
Loré.
and so this reed, you could hear, matches my oboe pretty well, because my oboe vibrates very quickly, right? But but her oboe is a bit more resistant, which is perfectly fine. It's a beautiful sound. It's a lovely instrument. I think maybe just a lighter reed. Yeah.
Está perfecto, el oboe es un poco más resistente, pero es perfecto el instrumento y tiene un hermoso sonido, pero la caña podría acompañar esa resistencia.
Yeah, I like this. What oboe is this? Buffet? Yeah. It just vibrates differently. So let me play the, I'll show you, okay? This reed on this oboe. And then I'm going to play my reed on your oboe. You'll hear the difference. You see how it doesn't vibrate as well? And it has to do with I can get away with playing on I can't get this instrument to vibrate because this reed's made for that oboe, right? I have to work a lot more, right?
No logra que el instrumento vibre y tiene que encima trabajar más.
But I like this instrument. It's a beautiful sound. Yeah, good. All right, nice job.